As I said earlier, it smells really good in here, so I'm sure it's going to taste really good as well. So yes, here we go. Oh, that's really yummy. It tastes slightly fishy, but it's not too overpowering, if you know what I mean. And the barbecue sauce adds a lot of flavour to it as well. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen. And if you are new here, then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make my delicious barbecue crab sweet potato cakes. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make a really delicious barbecue crab sweet potato cake. So this recipe is really easy to do, and this is a really nice dinner to have on a warm summer's day with a salad maybe, or it's also a really nice dinner to have on a cold winter's evening with some baked beans. The first thing I've done is I have peeled, sliced and diced one sweet potato. So I've got a large sweet potato here, and I'm making this as if it serves two, but in the original recipe I said to use, I think it was 2 large sweet potatoes to serve 4 people. I think that's about 800 grams of potato. So I have halved all of the ingredients for this recipe. So I've got about 400 grams of sweet potato that, as I said, I just peeled, sliced and diced. And then I put a large saucepan onto a high heat, and I added cold water to that, because anything, I've learned this recently, anything grown underground needs to be put into cold water, and anything that's grown above ground needs to be put into hot water. I didn't know that until recently, and I find that fact really interesting. So yes, I put these into cold water, then I brought them to the boil and I left them to simmer for probably about 5 minutes. You want them full, but you still want them slightly hard as well, because these will become quite mushy with the other ingredients that I'm going to add to this potato. So once that was done, I drained them through a colander, and now I'm just going to add these to my large mixing bowl, and then to that I'm going to add some spring onions. So for this I just sliced and diced some spring onions, so I removed the tops and the tails, and I just sliced them into sort of 1/2 centimetre pieces. Then I put a frying pan onto a high heat on my hob. I added a little bit of oil, and I fried these off until they started to go slightly golden brown around the edges. If you like them more golden brown like that, then please leave them in the pan for longer, and obviously if you like them less golden brown than that, then leave them in the pan for less time. And I'm just going to add those to the mixing bowl as well. And then here I have 2 tins of crab meat. So this is shredded crab meat, and this is slightly wet, I have to say. I can't really get rid of the juice in the top of the tin without losing some of the crab, so I don't really like to do that. So I just add it in with the water in. And this is where the sweet potato cakes might become a bit mushy, to be honest. And then I'm also going to add some barbecue sauce. Now I've used this in lots of recipes this summer. It makes the food taste really nice. This barbecue sauce is by a company called Dr. Will's. It has no junk and no gunk in it, and it really is delicious, and it does give the food a smoky flavour as if it's been on the barbecue. So I'm just going to add probably about a tablespoon of that to the bowl as well. And then I'm just simply going to mash all of these ingredients together. And while I mash all of these ingredients together, I just want to say that if you have enjoyed this video today and you'd like to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you did really like this video, then please feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And also, if you have any comments, then please feel free to leave those in the comment section below. Everything like that really helps me out, and I would really appreciate it. So I'm just going to continue to mash all of these ingredients together. I have dampened my hands, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide the mixture into 4. And the reason I like to dampen my hands is so that the mixture doesn't stick too much to my fingers and things, and it helps me just to mould the fish cakes a little easier as well. So I've just picked up 1/4 of the mixture, and what I'm going to do is just mould it into a burger or patty shape, and then I'm just going to put that onto the plate like so. and I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to put these into the fridge for a little while, and I'll explain about that in a moment, but I'll just show you again. So I've grabbed some of the mixture with my hands, and I'm just passing it into a patty shape, or a burger shape, and I'm just going to place that on the plate, and I'm going to continue until I've used up all of this mixture. As you can see, I've finished making the barbecue crab cakes, and I'm off to put these into the fridge for a couple of hours now. I like to put them in the fridge for anywhere between 2 hours to overnight. So you could make these the day before and store them in the fridge, or you could put them in the freezer as well. You can freeze these. All of the ingredients in these crab cakes are freezable. So you could store them in the freezer until you want to eat them. And the reason I like to put them in the fridge or the freezer is because when I preheat my oven, I like to put a baking tray in at the same time. So when the oven has preheated, you will pull out a hot baking tray, put the crab cakes on them, and hopefully that will make the outside go lovely and crispy and the inside stay lovely and soft. So yes, as I said, I'm off to put these in the fridge for a couple of hours. As I mentioned earlier, I preheated my oven to 200 degrees, and while it was preheating, I popped a baking tray in at the same time. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these into the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. But before I do, I just want to say that this is a Pampered Chef stoneware baking tray, so I don't need to oil this baking tray. But if you need to oil your baking tray when it comes out or while it's preheating, then please do. And as I said, I'm going to pop these into the oven now for probably about 15 minutes, or until they go a lovely golden brown colour. The fish cakes have gone a lovely golden brown colour, so I'm going to take these out of the oven. I'm going to serve up, and I'll try one and let you know how it tastes. And if you're wondering where the other two are, I'm going to have those for lunch tomorrow, and this is my dinner this evening, so I'm really looking forward to this. It smells so good right now. As promised, I'm going to try some now, and I'll let you know how it tastes. As I said earlier, it smells really good in here, so I'm sure it's going to taste really good as well. So yes, here we go. Oh, that's really yummy. It tastes slightly fishy, but it's not too overpowering, if you know what I mean. And the barbecue sauce adds a lot of flavour to it as well, so that's really nice, and I'm really looking forward to having this for my dinner this evening. That's how you make these delicious crab cakes, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be having these for my dinner this evening, and they smell and taste so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye!